What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about the things I hate about the human experience. It's gonna be a quick video. I made a previous videos about this, but I'm gonna get to the point because I want to release this to my mind. So the things I hate about the human experience, the things that I fucking can't stand, and that once I do die, once I like, once I'm in the afterlife and stuff like that, once I'm a spirit or however the fuck this shit works, the things I will not miss and the things I'm glad I ain't got to deal with as a human. But the things I hate is being forced to work. So unfortunately, as a human being, as people, we're forced to fucking work. You may disagree. The truth is, we're forced to work. Yes, it is voluntary to work, but at the same time, we're forced to do it. If you don't work, you don't have money, you can't buy a car, you can't buy a house, you can't have food, water, shelter, unless you came from a very wealthy family. But most of the population, we're forced to work pretty much. And knowing that, but we're not only forced to work, but we're forced to be overworked, drain our energy, be tired, but also get paid scraps, minimum amounts of money for us to barely get by to, or we can't afford to travel around the world. We can't afford to live life to the fullest and live life based on our birthright, which is to be free and to live a fulfilling, happy, abundant life while following our purpose, passions, and the things we enjoy doing, right? We can't do that because we're ruled by evil ass people. So that's one of the things I hate about this human experience is that there's a lot of restrictions and there's a lot of limitations. It's possible to get away from these restrictions and to get out of these limitations, but it takes a lot of effort, grit, hard work, will, and a little bit of luck. But at the same time, it is doable. But for the most part, we are forced to work and we're forced to do shit we don't want to do, but we have to do it because we live in a very evil world ruled by evil ass people and also demonic spirits. So that's the thing I hate about this human experience. Another thing I hate about this human experience is how fragile and how weak the human body can really be. Why do you think people have so much mental trauma? Why do you think people are so stupid? People are so like hurt and people are in a lot of pain. It's because as kids, as babies, like if you do the wrong thing as a parent or if you do something by accident, then these babies, these kids growing up, they're going to develop so much traumas when it comes to abandonment trauma, when it comes to rejection wounds, when it comes to like just all these things that fucks up the human psyche just by neglect, you know what I'm saying, or by mistreating them in the wrong way by accident, you know what I'm saying. And when they grow up, it's hard for them to heal that or to realize the things they need to heal, but now it fucks up their life, it fucks up their reality to now they're manifesting, they're attracting bad situations through their unconscious and conscious and subconscious programming to where they're manifesting a lot of bullshit. Shout out to New Mind Frame. Shout out to a lot of other YouTube channels who go into detail about this, how your upbringing can affect your life and your relationships depending on how your relationships were with your parents, with your caregivers growing up. Shout out to them for talking about it, and they're right. So it really does disturb me on how weak and fragile the human body is. It's like you got to be damn near perfect just for you to not have any type of trauma. Even then, that's still not guaranteed because the human body is so fragile. And I feel like my theory is because how this reality, how this human experience is set up is pretty much a school for souls and spirits to learn lessons. There's why there's so much pain, trauma, and bullshit, and corruption, and limitations, and restrictions, and enslavement. Because in order for souls and spirits to grow and evolve, they have to go through suffering. And the best place to do that is the human experience, Earth. Whether you're an animal or a human, they all go through suffering. And that's the best way to go through suffering. So that's my theory on why the human body is so fragile, because it kind of plays a part and a role into our suffering. So souls and spirits kind of lessons and evolve and grow at a rapid level by incarnating into a human body and stuff like that. So that's my theory. But yeah, so it does disturb me how weak and fragile the human body is. This is how fucking weak it is, pretty much. Every human, damn near everyone in this fucking planet Earth, you see, they all have some type of like mental health issue or some type of trauma, and all that was either caused by the society or by their parents and caretakers. So that's how weak the human body is. But also, like, let's say an accident might happen to where you lose an arm or you lose a leg or you lose your fingers or you lose some type of your body parts, and you can't grow it back. You can't get it back unless you do surgery, and even that costs a lot of money. And realistically, we can't fucking afford it because we live in an unfair world and it's stupid. And this world is very hypocritical, pretty much. So if I lose these fingers, I can't get it back. It can't grow back. Why can't the human body grow back limbs to where at a fast pace, like the next fucking day? And knowing that, but how come it's so painful? And I know that, but the human body is so fragile and weak. It's so painful. Like, let's say if you get shot or we get stabbed, then you can feel it through all your nerves, through your brain and stuff like that, and that shit hurts. And you know what I'm saying? So that's why I hate that. What disturbs me about the human body. And not only that, but the human body, as people, we get hungry easily. We constantly gotta digest. We constantly gotta we have all these mental health issues, and it's so easy for us to feel pain mentally, physically, and we have all these problems, these health problems and stuff like that. The human body gets sore easily when they work out. There's so many factors. This is where you get your desires and shit like that. So where people make the wrong decisions based on their desires, based on how they feel, based on their emotions. It's shout out to Chauncey one, where he goes into detail about it. He talks about the human desire and how the human body controls most of people's decisions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chauncey one's channel for talking about that. And he made a great point. I don't want to take his credit, but he made a great point when he said that. So so that's what I hate about it. He's right, because it is kind of disturbing in a way, because how weak and susceptible the human body is based on our nervous system, based on our pain receptors. You know what I'm saying? Most people, including myself, we all make decisions out of impulse. We make decisions out of emotions. We make decisions out of the human body. When we eat food, when we drink water, the reason why people want to make money is so they could take care of the human body, pretty much. Following that, but the human body, it can't really sustain itself when it comes to cold weather. It can't automatically make us put a naked human body in the fucking middle of fucking Antarctica or in Alaska, right? When it's snowing and fucking raining, right? They're gonna get sick and they could easily die like that. Then why can't the human body be warm and generate a lot of heat and warmth to where they ain't gotta feel pain or die like that? Same thing when the human body is overheating, they'll pass out or they'll die, or you know what I'm saying? From or they'll have a stroke. Why can't the human body sustain itself by making it cooler, by making the blood cold, or just some shit like that? Or when you lose an arm or a leg or a body part, why can't it grow back? Why does it have to be so painful, and how come you can't grow it back? You know what I'm saying? I guess it's painful, but at least grow it back instantly, the next day or something. Or how come it's so painful to lose an arm or a leg or a finger? You know what I'm saying? And you can't get it back. If you lose both of your legs, you can't walk. Now you gotta be in a wheelchair, and you can't really do anything. You know what I'm saying? So, or if you're or it's just something happens, an accident to where it fucks up your eyes, and now you're blind. You can't get it back. You can't get your vision back. The human body can't generate anything to where you can revive your vision. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucking disturbing. It's a lot disturbing. Human beings have a lot of health issues, and it's not their fault. We're just victims of this fragile ass human body. And that's what I hate about this shit, dude. It's fucking disturbing. So those are the things I hate about this human experience. And there's a lot of corruption that takes place that God and or the universe likes to allow. So that causes human suffering to where they're forced to do things they don't want to do, but they have to do it out of survival. A lot of crimes, a lot of trauma, a lot of broken families, households, a lot of broken relationships. The world is so damaged because of the society. And I'm not going to go into detail. There's a lot of videos I talk about it. I've talked about this. And so that's what I hate about this. Those are the things I hate about this human experience. And once I do die, I'll be happy that I ain't got to experience all those things again. You know what I'm saying? But also, what I hate also about this experience is kind of my other thing I mentioned, but also how painful it is. So you didn't even die from a natural death from old age. That's still painful because at an old age, you can't use the bathroom by yourself. You can't walk, you can't run. You always need assistance. You're like a baby all over again. What if you're around people who are abusive or who don't like you? They could abuse you, and you can't do anything about it. You see how people treat these elderly and these older people in these nursing homes or in these nursing facilities. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And that they can't do anything about it. So that's what I hate about this human experience. That the older you get, can't really do anything about it. You because you're limited. You're stuck in this human vessel as a spirit, as a soul, to where it limits you. You know what I'm saying? People say you're limitless or you can manifest anything. That's bullshit. If you can manifest anything, then why can't you fly? Why can't you manifest to where you lose a body part and you could grow it back? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't get when people say that shit. It's bullshit. They just like to say shit off of programming, and they like to follow the crowd and shit like that. But no one likes to think like that. No, it's fucking stupid. So those are the things I hate about this human experience, and I hate the human body. So if I do die, once I'm in the afterlife, once I'm on the other side, if I have the same conscience, then I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna be happy and relieved that I ain't gotta deal with all this bullshit and having to feel pain and suffering from all the world corruption, from being in the human body, and all these fucking like risks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all I gotta say, and have a good one. Comment down below your thoughts, the things you hate about this human experience and the human body. So, I'm not sure if I should end this video. So what's interesting to me is that after you die, there's this thing called the afterlife, to where like you should really like, because there's a lot of theories people talk about the afterlife. People may say that there's different realms, there's different realities, there's different worlds once you die and stuff like that. It's all based on your mind. I've heard so many theories. Some people say it's blissful in afterlife, and all the things you want, your heart desired, is gonna manifest and be in the afterlife. So who knows? I've heard so many stories. You could do research, but I'm not religious or anything. I mean, I have an open mind, so I believe in God. I believe in good and bad. I believe all that shit. So, but yeah. So who knows how the afterlife is? But if it is quote unquote blissful and it's limitless, and you gotta deal with suffering, you gotta deal with what humans go through and stuff like that, then I'm gonna enjoy it. And I definitely would I reincarnate? Honestly, I would not reincarnate, because there's so much risks. There's so much issues, there's so much problems, there's so much corruption that as human beings we face within the human experience, within this world. There's so much bullshit we got to deal with, and so much pain and so much horrible shit, and this is so traumatizing. And we human beings deal with a lot of shit. We just don't talk about it, we don't realize it, because we're so used to dealing with a lot of bullshit, but we're so fucking mentally strong because we're spirits in the human body that we don't even like, we don't even realize it pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe we do, but we just power through it. Or we that to the point where we're to the point where we're used to it. I don't know why I keep stuttering. But but honestly, I will not reincarnate, to be honest. Hell no. Even there are guarantees of wealth and being financially free and protection, I still wouldn't do it. Fuck that. I'd rather be in the afterlife and experiencing a lot of realms and being limitless and enjoying my life and living a blissful, peaceful life and doing my own thing and being close to source, being close to God, and having that love energy, being close to love. And I get to see my loved ones and people I really enjoy, my real soul family, like my soul tribe, and you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather experience that shit. But yeah, it must be cool though, like an afterlife. Like you ain't gotta deal with all the bullshit humans gotta go through. You gotta worry about work, you ain't gotta worry about corrupt government, you gotta worry about money, you gotta worry about feeling pain, you gotta worry about your next paycheck and other stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're not tied down to a human vessel to where you feel pain, to where most of your decisions is based on the human body and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can actually experience bliss, joy, and love, stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to experience the afterlife. I'm not suicidal or anything. I'm just gonna live life and play it out, and whatever happens, happens. And once I'm on the other side, I'll be very happy. You know, hopefully it is good on the other side. But that's all I gotta say. Comment down below your thoughts and have a good one. Peace.